what's up, man? It's Ward Wrestling Live. Awesome show for you today. I've got most of our boys All-Americans here with us, that All-American for Team Florida out in Fargo. We got Giovanni Solis, Greedy, Tyree Graham, KJ, Reed Yates, Roderick Brown, Anderson Heap, Petey Mako. Also not here is Gunnar Holland. Congratulations to him, All-American out there. Giovanni Tovar, who we'll have on later. He's got a biology test this morning. Congratulations to him. And then we also Zeno, CJ, Alex Smith, and those guys over at Lake Highland Prep. Congratulations to them on All-American as well. So that's it. And man, guys, 10 days in Fargo, unbelievable. We'll just start out by saying, man, you guys take about 4 naps since you got home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Went home as soon as I got home.
Man, it's tough. So, man, first I'll just say, I'll ask KJ. KJ, man, getting up there, it's your second time going. You All-American last year. Coming back this year, I know you wanted All-American in both freestyle. You ended up All-American in freestyle, but not in Greco. By the way, robbed in the blood round. That was the blood round, right? Where the kid stepped out of bounds, threw you for 4, and they called it 4, and it should have been.
Nah, that was like the consies of like 16. So I had a long way to go.
It was a terrible call.
Yeah.
So who knows if he would have made it there, but it was a really, really bad call. I've seen Mason lose his stuff before, but this was bad. And the cameras, you can't see the corners. So it didn't even matter if you review it because you can't see the corners. But the kid literally stepped out. But, man, good run for you. What was it like for you this year?
It was great, like being able to All-American and freestyle and coming back and just like telling all your friends about it and then them congratulating you is just amazing.
Yeah, it's a long run over there. I know Anderson, man, we in the blood round again in freestyle. I know after that tough loss, I was talking to him on the side and he's as upset as an Anderson Heap ever gets. He's smiling and giggling, but you could tell he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm kind of, that's the one I wanted, right? And then because you don't see him get too emotional. And he's like, man, I don't even want to wrestle right now. But then you come back and you All-American and Greco. Man, what changed? Did you just wrestle with no care, or did you actually change your mindset and say, all right, let's go?
I just wrestled without a care and just, I don't know, kept battling. Had to test myself mentally, so
yeah, because I know you really wanted that one. And
in freestyle, yeah.
But man, it was great to come and get a coaster, get a little stop sign for yourself and get it back. What does it mean? I know you and Gunnar both All-American this year, the same year. You guys have been close since you were like 5 years old. So you went on all your recruiting trips together. You've been together forever. To come out here and do it together, what does that mean to you guys?
It was good for sure. He definitely deserved it too because he wasn't able to make it last year after stuff happened. But it's definitely good to like both All-American together, especially since we knew each other since we were kids.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Pete, can you turn your phone horizontal?
Yeah, I got you.
There we go. So, man, if you were going to tell me Mako was going to only All-American in one style, I would have picked Greco. But it ended up being freestyle. Just the Mako way is to toss people around. So I saw that coming. But, man, I know blood round in Greco, I was standing right there when you were wrestling. Tough loss. But, man, talk about the journey this year and bringing back. This is your first time being out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year, your brother the last 2 years. I know he's training for the Worlds, but talk about your experience this year coming out there and being able to bring back an All-American to the Mako family. They don't have enough of those. They need a few more.
It was fun. It was a lot bigger than I expected, a lot more matches, but it's fun.
I talked about, and I'll stop here for a second because I'm talking to you. I walked up to your dad and I was like, man, I I really admire the way your dad parents. At least I don't see him how he parents in the house, but at wrestling and around wrestling and seeing him with all the kids, but especially you. I mean, like you had that unfortunate dump happen to you and you come off the mat and he's like, all right, kid, look, here's your clothes. You okay? We got more wrestling to do. And he just shows you love all the time. And it's never like a shout fest or it's never something difficult for a kid to hear after a match. It's always positive motivation and let's move forward. Has it always been like that? And what does it mean to have, I mean, obviously we know the legend he is, but to have him as dad and being able to kind of help you, it's got to be cool.
It's cool. I mean, it's not a lot of yelling, so that's like nice. But yeah.
Yeah, you never hear him just kind of like, what the hell was that? Are you crazy? I told you watch out. You know, it's just like, all right, kid, we got a lot more wrestling to do. Don't worry about it. Here's your gear. Go take it easy for a few minutes, you know, and it's kind of heartwarming to watch because you don't see that from a lot of parents. And here's a guy that has experienced hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of matches and still he knows how to react when his kids come off the mat, and that's pretty cool. Rod, man, no George Jenkins kid has ever All-American at Fargo. I don't know if you know that, but you are the first ever to bring an All-American home from Fargo to George Jenkins. I know you've been there living around there since you were young. What does it mean to you? I know that freestyle blood round was tough. I know you wanted that one, but you were able to recoup, come back and win one in Greco. What does it mean to you to bring home that All-American
Really,
status at George Jenkins?
It means a lot because at States, since I didn't do so well, it replaces States and just makes me feel better than what I did at States, really, since I messed up.
Yeah, you know, people say that, oh, if you go wrestle at Fargo, the pressure at Fargo or how big it is, States should be no problem. But I don't think people understand, like, States to kids is like the biggest moment in their life, right? Everybody dreams of a state title or a state placing, and nothing can replace that feeling. There's still nerves when you go to States, but you know, I know you've been around the coaching staff there. They do a great job. And the addition of Tony, I know, has meant a lot to you.
Yeah.
What has he meant coming in and helping you with the Olympic styles?
Tony came in and helped with a lot, really. Just like he helped me how to like control my breathing and everything, and like just teaching me more moves, making me do step by step, and just if I can't do it, I just quit. He makes me do it and just helps me go through everything, and that's what I really needed this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, and obviously your head coach is tremendous over there, and they do a good job. Reed, I know I first met you when you were over at Zephyr Hills, right? When I came over to do your middle school photo shoot, and you were a hammer then. You continue to grow. I know. I think you're at Jesuit now, correct?
Yep.
Great school, Mason and Basil and those guys. Man, so you go out there, not the showing you wanted in freestyle, but you recouped and wrestled Greco and ended up All-American there. Man, talk about the process of going through that Fargo and.
So in freestyle, I didn't get the results I wanted. And then Greco came around and I kind of just went out and wrestled and didn't really care the results. I just let it fly and the results changed. So
It's amazing. You heard Anderson say the same thing, and I'm not sure. I guess, but I've talked to other people like, you know, Zayo Estrada, who finally won one this year for South Carolina. She tells me every year the freestyle part gives her nerves, but the Greco is like the fun part to her. You know, she's the only girl that usually jumps in and does that. But now talking to you guys, like the Greco part is just, okay, is it the pressure's done now because freestyle's over and now we just go have fun and do Greco? Is that kind of how you felt?
yeah.
Yeah, Greco
awesome.
really
That's cool. Tyree, man. That's All-American Tyree Graham. Man, what a run you had in freestyle, man. That headlock was on fire. You were hitting it, and it worked. Hey, if it's working, don't stop, right? Are you on mute? You're on mute.
No, I'm not.
Okay, now I can hear you. So, man, was this your? You've been out there before, right?
Last year.
Yeah, last year. So, coming back the second year to Fargo, how does it change the nerves? How does it make you prepare better? How are you able to have a better result?
This year I just focused more because last year I really wasn't into it. So this year I just changed my mindset.
And you were ready. And I'm going to ask Greedy this. Having Duck and Bretley in your corner, what does that mean? How does that help you wrestle? How does that get you going?
I feel like it's better for them to be in my corner because I feel like more I don't know how to say it, but it's like I feel more comfortable with them because I know we've been training really, really hard to prepare for Fargo and get the results that we want, but we couldn't get it done in Greco. But I think I did really good.
It's good. Who's going to get the best picture of Greedy frozen right now? He's like, there we go. He's
Am
back.
I frozen?
You're not now. I think you saw my post where you were coming out, and I mentioned how injured you got in the freestyle rounds, and
Yeah.
And how you were able to come back. And I know Duck was talking to you like, hey, it's okay if you can't go, right? What do you want to do? And just like he had the same conversation with EJ last year when he hurt himself, and you were like, nah, I got this. So obviously that knee gets hurt. I think it was the quarterfinals, and then you also hurt it again warming up right before that semifinal match on the freestyle side. So you go into that match obviously hobbled, and obviously it showed. First of all, you wrestled an unbelievable wrestler, and we don't know what happens if you're healthy, but I know it's a different result, and than the way the score was there. But how were you able to kind of? I saw you after your placing match. I saw you rolling around on the practice mats in serious pain. You were holding your leg, rolling around. Your eyes were bloodshot. What made you decide? Man, I can't stop now. I want to go do Greco, and then to make the run you made was incredible.
Because look, so EJ's freshman year, he got fifth in freestyle. So I was not gonna let him beat me. And then I just really had to make smart decisions on like what I'm doing. Like if I shoot, I can't stay and try to like stay on my knees and then try to explode up with my legs because then my knee will just give out. So it was just more of like using upper body.
So you just came back making sure that you got a higher placing than EJ.
Yeah.
Well, mission accomplished. So have you shown him? Do you rub it into his face a little bit?
Yeah, he just be walking around the house and then I just like walk around with them.
That's perfect. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming on. Something I wanted to talk about, and this can just be an open forum. You guys can talk, interrupt, do whatever you want. We can just have fun here. Man, life at Fargo for 10 days. Man, what's it like? Now you guys, what's it like to actually go through that grind? Okay, I'll help you out. Anderson.
It's like a prison. Like 10
It's
days
like
of just sitting in a freaking hotel.
It's low-key boring though, because there's nothing up there to do.
Yeah.
Like there's like nowhere else to like find somewhere to do something.
Yeah, so it helps. Keep wrestling, stay in the tournament, and then you're not as bored. But yeah, it's a long grind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys do in between matches and stuff to keep yourself kind of moving, ready? Sometimes 16U ends and juniors get a break, or juniors end and 16 you get a break. What do you guys do to keep yourself rested and moving around?
Sleep.
Take
Go
a
to the
nap.
hotel and go to sleep.
Go to
And
sleep.
get something to eat too.
I go to
Yeah,
Fargo Living too.
there's a
Because it
lot
be
to
so
do, but
long.
I think Subway
Well, I
was
mean,
a great help.
what's your Subway? Right, being right there in front, right?
Yeah.
Chipotle too.
Chipotle.
Now I'm tired
You
of eating
know,
Chipotle. Been
Ole.
eating Chipotle for like those
I-
10 days.
I feel like we need to reach out to Chipotle as a sport and say, hey, this is the food of the sport. These athletes, if you ask any one of them what they do after a weight cut, they all tell you Chipotle. That Pete, is
right
that
down
your
the street.
go-to? Is that your go-to also?
Yeah, sometimes.
Not really.
I mean, I got home yesterday and picked up my younger son, and the first thing he said to me was, "Dad, can we go to Chipotle?"
I don't know what the hype is about it. It gets so like boring after like 2 eats of it.
Yeah, no,
No, it
it,
don't.
it gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it don't. Food is food.
Such a big bag.
It's a big bag. Hey, don't make fun
I
of me.
have Chipotle every day and Subway.
Anderson, that your go-to?
Nah, I gotta get that pasta from Applebee's right at their weigh-ins.
Pasta from Applebee's after weigh-ins. Boom. There we go.
That boy gonna
What's
be
And
on
on
what's the
Wednesday, D-Dubs unlimited boneless wings.
B-Dubs unlimited boneless wings? So is that is that the place? Is it B-Dubs where all the kids are going?
Yeah, B-Dubs.
It was that or Applebee's during dinner.
Yeah,
or
no,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
It was D-Dubs, Subway, or
Lima
Chipotle.
beans? What'd you say, Pete?
we went to Applebee's a lot.
Hey,
I got a free dessert over there too.
well, that's perfect.
That was nice.
Obviously, all this being said, how important is it to have the opportunity to represent your state and actually be at Fargo? I mean, what does it mean to you guys? Oh, look, we got Heat frozen now. He looks all fuzzy.
TG.
Representing Florida is just like amazing, like all
Like an
the hate that
opportunity.
you hear from like Pennsylvania, like, oh, Florida's like garbage, like they have no good wrestlers, and then just being able to like All American and show them that like you're actually competing with them is just amazing.
Yeah, it's
Like
good
an
stuff.
opportunity.
Yeah, Reed, man, what did it mean to you to be out there?
Feel like same thing. People kind of look at Florida as not as good as Jersey or PA, and then to go out and All American and be on Team Florida on the podium just shows people that we're not what they think we are.
Oh, that's awesome. I know Heat, you've been there. This is your 4th year, right? Going
Third,
third. What does it mean to you to be out there and then finally All American?
yeah, just because I made the blood rounds like 3 times, so
You broke up there a little bit.
like going to the blood rounds 3 times, finally be able to get the job done. It felt good, and just representing Team Florida. It's always good.
Yeah, it's awesome. And if people don't know, he's going off to Davidson. When do you guys leave? When do you leave?
21st of August.
Oh, Mama Heat. She's not happy, is she?
Nah, she won't be sad.
She's gonna get a house up there.
Better not.
No, I mean, hey, the Heat parents are second to none. They do amazing things down there at Osceola, and she's awesome. But yeah, now there's 2, you and your sister. She's off, and now you're off, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, proud parents. Greedy, man, getting up there, just finishing up your 8th grade year. You're getting ready to go into 9th grade. Same with Pete down here. You guys coming out of middle school, being able to get up there and show your stuff already the first time up there. First off, anyway, Greedy, what did it mean to double All-American?
It felt really good because I knew I had the potential to win it, but we came up short. But it's always a good feeling to All American.
Yeah, and I love your post where it said second place sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but you either want to lose your
I'd rather
first.
get third. I'd rather win
That's
for
what
third than
that's a. I
second.
was talking to Zayo Estrada, and she told me because she made the finals 3 times and then won it finally this year, and she said it's better to lose your first match than lose your last match.
Yeah.
Would you guys say the same thing? A lot of people
So
would
let's get
rather
to finish out with a bang.
Yeah, P, what was it like? I mean, obviously, I do want to ask you. I mean, obviously, you've got the Mako name on the back of your singlet, right? And it's yours, and you're part of that family. And does it put added pressure on you to go in there and perform? And do you feel like kids are going, man, I got a chance to kick a Mako's asses, and they're coming at you a little bit harder than others?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the kids worry about it that much.
That's good. How about you?
What?
How about you? Do you feel the added pressures sometimes?
No, I don't feel any added pressures.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I always wonder because obviously, you know, unless you live under a rock and you're in wrestling, everybody knows who your dad is and was, right? So when they
Yeah.
see you coming up, do they always, I mean, obviously Flo is always following you guys. Flo is always trying to video you guys. Flo is always trying to put you guys out there because of your name, right? So I didn't know if that kind of as a kid, does that make you step up? Do you like the bright lights, or are you like, man, I just want to be a kid?
Yeah, I like when Flo scored me and stuff.
Yeah. And, it's awesome. Like, I mean, I talked to CJ after his match with Melvin Miller. It was an unbelievable match, and he almost won that match. And then in the last 20 seconds, Melvin hit this crazy thing and just caught him. Unfortunately, I mean, good for Melvin, right? Bad for CJ, but Flo ended up putting him kind of on blast when Melvin hit his head against the floor, and it's like Melvin goes out with a bang. And I asked CJ, I go, man, that bother you? He goes, no, it means I'm in the big matches. I've been on Flo for good reason. I'm going to be on Flo for bad reasons, but it means I'm in the big matches. So you feel the same way when they get you?
Yeah. Yeah.
KJ, I now experience the Pan Ams as you have the last 2 years. And when I went there with my son, I know he said the nerves were so much greater than being at Fargo, because he felt like when he got to Fargo, it was a little nervousness, but then once you get out on the mat, there's 30 mats. Nobody's really watching you. You're in the middle of something. Would you say the same? At Pan Am's, you come out under that bridge. One kid walks you to a mat. You're up on a stage. Do you feel the same do you feel the same way? Are the nerves different?
Like the Pan Am nerves are like 10 times worse than I felt at Fargo. Like just being there and then you hearing your like Puerto Rican community cheering for you, and then the kids that you're going against are booing you. It's just like it's crazy. And then if you lose, like you get backlash from your team. It's just like it's so much.
Yeah. It's a cool experience. If any of you ever have a chance to do that, I know you all will have a chance if you want it. I mean, you're all that age, right? To go to U23s, U20s, U17s, U15, but I would take that experience and do that. I know Greedy, you've done it, and crazy, right?
Yeah. Everyone hates USA for some reason. Like when you go
Even when
against
even when you're wearing the Puerto Rican singlet.
yes. Like when I was wrestling USA, but nobody was going for USA.
It's insane. I was down there
Yeah.
with Puerto Rico and USA, and you could feel touched. Now Lima, Peru they were welcoming. They did a great thing, but obviously with all the teams and stuff, you could definitely feel that. All right, man. The black market. Best thing you guys got at the black market. What's the black market like? You guys love the black market. Did you all go to the black market?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Best thing that you guys picked up at the black market.
The cash, the money.
The cash?
Yeah.
What's the best thing you sold? Jackets.
I sold 3 of my Cali singlets and 1 Pennsylvania for like a total of like $600. Yeah.
Pete,
What'd you say?
were you
No,
messing
go
with the black market?
I only went out there once. I was trying to get rid of my singlets, but I ended up selling my quarters it for 80. So that wasn't bad.
Boy. What were you saying, Rod?
I said I had sold my singlet for 150.
Rod got a Haktua shirt. He was wearing it on the plane. Yep.
That was definitely not on the bucket list to get.
Somebody should have done a Haktua singlet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pete, you get to the black market?
Nah, I didn't really go. I mean, I went, but I didn't sell anything. I just walked around.
No. You guys, Reed?
Yeah, I got cash and then elephant inflicts.
Nice. Greedy, you mess with it?
Yeah, it was cool.
You get anything good?
I got money.
Money.
Yeah.
Tyree, money?
Oh no, I got jackets.
Nice. Man, talk about that black market. How crazy is it?
It's a lot.
You just
It
gotta watch
is.
out.
Yeah. A lot of people love to just like snag it when you're not looking or stuff.
Or they like to
Oh,
scam and make
yeah.
the
If
price not what it is.
So if you're set
Yeah.
up on the floor, if you got your stuff
There's
out there
this-
trying to grab.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
this
somebody
one
on the
kid-
team got scammed.
Yeah, his name is Usam. He like there's like leather EXEOs that were like fake, and he bought them for $270,
Oh,
and they're
no.
they're like completely fake.
Oh, poor Sam. I love Sam. Sorry, Sam. And you didn't mess around too much out there, Anderson?
What would you say?
You didn't mess around too much out there?
No, I was just trying to sell my stuff, but it was too late. Everyone already sold theirs.
Like everybody was leaving after freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so last thing, the coaching staff, Coach Mason in particular, plus everybody that's been out there. But man, what does Mason mean to to the head of Team Florida and being out there and doing what he does?
I think
he's great. All right, you can go first, KJ.
yeah, I think he's like great, especially like having him in the high school room at Jesuit and like him like telling you like the mental state of what you should be going through at Fargo and how to overcome it. Like he's telling us like, hey, if you're wrestling an Illinois kid, don't judge him off the singlet, like hit him a few times and see how it reacts, and you'll realize how fast they break. They're not just because they're wrestling that Illinois singlet doesn't mean they're like number one in the country,
What were you saying, Anderson?
Like when like my first year, I got like my eye split open, like my cheekbone split open, and like he was there for me the whole time, like all my matches. So it felt good, even though I didn't have like Osceola coaches there, like people there for me. So it was just good to have that.
Yeah, I mean, speak about that. These coaches that go out there, how hard do they work for you guys, and how much effort do they make to be there for you guys in the corners and helping you on and off the mat? Anybody?
They help a lot. Just like support you and helping you out in the matches with calls, challenges.
Yeah, Pete. Here we go again. I mean, obviously in your corner is always Dad, but a lot of the coaches out there are obviously supporting you. But if you want to talk about Dad, I'm good with that too. I mean, what's it mean being at Fargo and having him in your corner?
It's nice. The coaches do like a good job of like keeping us in check and like making sure we are where we need to be. So that's really nice.
Yeah, and I don't think, I mean, people that have not experienced Fargo, whether it's a photographer like myself or kids like yourself or coaches like the coaching staff, and maybe they have something to say about what's going on there. Wouldn't you guys say, hey, come and experience it first? Because what these coaches do for Team Florida and the effort they put in and the work they're doing and tirelessly 10 days of this. That's special, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when there's like about 10 coaches and 200 kids. They all trying to get to each kid's match to make sure they have a coach.
Yeah. Reed, would you like to say anything?
In my corner the whole weekend, I had Coach Mason and BB, and they're a big part of why All-American. Like, they both preach the same thing, which was don't make Fargo bigger than it is. Like, it's not that big of a tournament, and that's a big part of why All-American, because they both preach the same thing in different ways throughout the whole preparation.
Rod, I noticed that Coach Jake took a real liking to you and supported you the whole time. He tried to jump in your corner a lot.
Yeah.
Man, he's somebody that did All-American when he was younger at that event. How did that support help you? And also, I saw Bretley really jump in and kind of help support you and look at your matches with you. And obviously, another guy that would look at match stuff with you guys is JT, right? JT would look at stuff and kind of set you guys up in the right direction. But what did it mean for those two to kind of support you?
Really, Jake is more of like, he's just like me. We're both like freestyle freaks and Greco freaks. So it's like he can really coach me really good and understands like, oh yeah, this I need to do this and this and this and work on this. Because he tried to help me practice with everything a lot really that I need to get ready for and help me play.
And Bretley really talking about how I remember seeing him a lot, looking at tape with you and talking to you about how to get to that gut.
Yeah. Bretley was just like telling me I got a good gut, so try to get criteria or get him down and get to that gut and squeeze as hard as I can and turn him. Because Brent knew I got a good gut, so he was just trying to help me get him down or try to get criteria. That's why I was trying to stay in the middle so much.
What do you think of that, PD, a freestyle freak?
See what?
I said, I'm asking Mako what he thinks about you being a freestyle freak.
Nah, it's funny.
Greedy. Come
So
on, man, talk to me. I know you don't like to talk too much. I'm never doing a show with you and Reed Yates together and no one else. So what's your goal next year?
for like the whole season.
Well, no, for Fargo.
Well, double champ.
Double champ.
Yeah.
That's a perfect thing. Hey, so all you guys, I mean, Greedy, you're going into ninth grade, right?
Yeah.
South Dade. Tyree, what grade are you going into?
Junior.
Junior at South Dade. We've got Rod down here. He's signed to go to Cloud Junior College. Right now, that's where he's going off to. He's going to learn a lot of great things out there and be able to do his thing and then move on. Reed, what grade are you in?
I'm going into sophomore.
Sophomore year at Jesuit. KJ is going to be a junior or senior now?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? Damn, boy's big. Sophomore. He's already a two-time Pan Am medalist, state runner-up, four-time medalist. Boy is rolling already. This year's your year, man. State champ, right? Good luck with that.
Okay.
Petey, you're going into ninth grade.
Yeah.
Are we gonna? Well, so Cardinal Gibbons, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Nice, great over there. The twins, I love them. And then one of Florida's best to do it, Anderson Heat, three-timer, getting ready to go off to Davidson. Man, you looking forward to going to college, Anderson?
Yeah, for sure. Just get out of Florida for a little bit and see how it goes.
Get up there. I think you got an amazing coach with Coach Carr. That family does big things, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you wrestle at the next level. I hope I get a chance to still take pictures and stuff of you.
For sure.
Man, guys, I really love this. I appreciate y'all coming on with me and doing this. It was a fun time.
No problem.
No problem.
You guys,
Thank you.
anybody you guys want to shout out before we get off here?
I just want to say
Uh,
Greedy got robbed for his second place match.
His
Oh,
finals.
wait a second. Thank you. 3 seconds left, and you hit that 4-pointer to go to the finals. Bro, come on. I was going to tell you not to come on the show until 30 seconds left because you always finish strong.
Yeah, that was crazy. It kind of just, I wasn't really thinking about it, but it just like, I don't know, my body just went with it.
Come on. EJ told me you've been doing that stuff since you were 6.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm glad we brought that up. All right, man. Well, hey, shout out to all the coaches at Fargo. I know we spoke about them. They did great. Shout out to the All-Americans we didn't have on here right now. Looking forward to talking to them if they want to talk. And thank you all. I know you got up early to do this with me. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for always supporting me.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
You.
All right, guys, you guys take it easy. I'll
You
get
too.
this up.
too.